This is not a Latino agenda, but an American agenda, a commitment to the life, liberty, prosperity, and opportunity for all.
Don't feel like you're just a local community here in Chicago. You're leading the way for the entire community, for the entire country. And a lot of us look to Chicago to see what's the next move, what's the next direction.
The Latino Policy Forum has really taken some of the leaders in non-for-profit organizations, particularly those that are working in the early childhood field, to have meetings, dialogues about best practices. For example, the appropriate assessment of second language learners, what are some of the changes that we should be doing in early childhood classrooms, addressing issues of lack of access of early childhood education for Latino families to be able to create change in our communities.
Community Renewal Society and Latino Policy Forum work together to do an event, a public event or a convening around the impact of the subprime lending crisis on both the Latino community and the African American community. That information just acted as sort of a springboard for dialogue in the interest of developing solutions or identifying areas of mutual interest between the two communities, which is just another nice example of the kind of impact that Latino Policy Forum's research and data can have.
They're aligning themselves with national groups like NCLR and bringing that voice back to Illinois, but also really taking on the issue of immigration and analyzing how that affects the Latino community. And Latino Policy Forum does this not just by saying that we are the experts at, what needs to be done, but it's really about getting leaders in the immigrant rights issue within the Latino community, and then together being able to develop policies that we can then promote within our communities and that we can take to Washington and continue to push for the rights of Latino immigrant families.
The significance of the Latino agenda is that it is made up of a broad-based coalition of groups throughout the region and the state of Illinois. I believe 49 groups make up the Latino agenda, and they all share a lot of common threads. We all recognize that by acting collectively, we'll be able to do more in our community and challenge public officials and the private sector to invest more in our community. The result of the coalescing of the Latino agenda and the work that was done recently, we'll now have more representation in Springfield. This is very important given the growth of our community.